back to our little campaign here. We have 3 players today. The name tags are not currently correct. So what I'm going to do is, while I switch around Throgan for Yuka, I would like you 3 to fight amongst yourselves to see who introduces yourself first.
Not it.
Delay, we don't know.
It's Rose.
No, I saw myself before Fig, but
Okay. We'll do another one.
Shush. I'll go first. Just get it over with. Otherwise, we're gonna keep fighting. Hi, I'm Rose. I play Cam. I never know what to say, so if I go last, I can steal other people's layout. But I play Cam, who's a changeling druid who recently learned to bird. So that's great. I was like, my one goal when I built this character was to learn how to bird. So we'll see what we get up to next. We are tactically walking away from a situation outside of like our ability to fix. I'm sure that won't have consequences. Yay.
We don't do consequences here.
No,
What?
not
What are
the
those?
entire campaign.
Anyway, hello, I am May. I play my half-orc Fig, who is a cleric and still is a cleric. At least in my mind. We'll see if that is actually true as the campaign continues. But yeah, where was he? Oh yeah, we were almost dying. That's where we were.
No, we were fine. We were fine.
Hello.
Oh yeah, there's a guy in the box.
Yes, there is.
There's a guy in priestly censor jail. But Yuka doesn't know that yet. She's just like looking at it. Yuka is the character that I play. Hello, my name is Sunny K, and I play Yuka. She's a half-elf druid. She is the steward of the woods and the Lady of the Witch. The Witch of the Woods, steward of the Lady Verdant and the Lord Bestial. Let's see if the improv comes a little easier today. And last we saw Yuka, she was fist fighting a unicorn in the parking lot of a fantasy Waffle House.
Oh, you're gonna make it a bit more regional with your references. Okay.
Of course I am. What God-fearing American doesn't know our Lord and Savior Waffle House?
This is true.
By the
Also,
way,
I think
as an
in my-
American, I want to say to the international community, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. May, you were saying something.
In my mind, from the ending of last campaign episode, there is a harsh jump cut straight to where Yuka is, just going toe to toe. Just letting you know.
Just Family Guy style cutaway gag of beating the shit out of each other, Steve's on his back legs and punching with his hooves like this.
Yep.
It looks like Boston.
It's just rubber hose animation. Steve's just sort of sitting there, dukes up.
Hell yeah.
So funny you should mention that, because we are actually going to jump into the session today with Yuka. Yuka, you have sort of pushed your way through ferns, through trees, through underbrush. Still, the forest does not seem to remember you. As you're walking through, a lot of the time you're feeling your feet get trapped in brambles, get trapped in bushes. It's not something that you're used to. Growing up in this forest, with the Lady Verdant as one of your 2 patrons, a lot of the time she would make things easier on you. You always seem to be able to move through these ferns, move through the underbrush, a bit like it's water. And that's just, it's not happening anymore. It hasn't been happening since you've been back. Eventually, you stumble out onto a small deer track, and you see in front of you 3 people. You see Cam, you see Fig, and you see Throgan. Cam currently is in their tiefling form, but you see tiny little pills of feathers sprouting out from like their chin and their neck. Throgan, you see, has taken a sword of some sort through his chest, and there is still a gaping wound through the armor that was pierced. Fig, he has blood on his eyes, on his brow, streaming down his face. And you can see that his eyes are a little bit, not cloudy as if with cataracts, but cloudy as if with ink.
Hold on. Could I do an Arcana check?
You may do that. Go ahead and roll Arcana. For the other two of you, you see Yuka stumble out onto this deer track that you three had been walking on, running away from the creature that you had just seen. And you see that Yuka is covered tip to tail in contusions, in bruises. Some of them you see have broken skin. There may even be a section where it looks like she was thrown against some wood and that's now sticking out of her skin as well. Yuka, what are you trying to find?
you?
She's trying to figure out the nature of what is exactly going on with Fig. So like she knows this is divine. She's trying to see if this is if this relates to anything she's seen before in a magical text, not necessarily having to do with explicitly religion, but those two kind of overlap. So she's looking for that point of has this happened before? Have I read about this before in my time in my studies as a witch?
Yes.
Can I ask something? At the end of the last session, I cast invisibility on us. I'm assuming I would only drop that when I've moved a bit away, that I don't feel we're in active danger. Are we a bit away from the baby terrace? Or are we just visible to Yuka for some reason?
I'm going to be completely honest here. I forgot you were invisible, so I'm going to say you're only visible to Yuka.
Great.
Can I insert some narrative flavor text?
Sure.
Even as somebody who is deeply encumbered by the woods, she is a lot faster than the average merchant or other adventurer who'd be in the woods because this is her house. She's sprinting, she's on a wild tear, and then she sees light bending in a weird way and is just stops so fast it is jarring to see.
You watch as Yuka essentially just freeze frames in front of you. Yuka.
And then I yell out, "What happens to you?" And then Yuka realizes that I'm here.
Jeffrey.
I don't believe that Jeffrey is that orc's name.
Jeff. He's said his name before. She knows what his name is.
Yes, but I don't think it's
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
It's not Jeffrey. Lady Yuki just calls me that when I'm in trouble.
In trouble.
It's a nickname.
Jeff.
With a 16 Arcana, Yuka, you would know that the thing happening with Fig very much looks to be a wound that has not yet healed. It's not exactly an Arcana check, but you would know that sometimes when magic is used to heal wounds, there are things that could prevent full healing, or there are things that could get in the way. For example, if a soldier lost their arm in a battle, some magic may be able to regrow that limb. However, if it is intrinsic to the soldier's sense of self, no amount of magic would ever regrow that limb, as losing it was important to the person. Likewise, scars that bear some sort of significance would never be healed by any sort of magic. That is not always the only reason something wouldn't heal. Sometimes things don't heal because it is too fresh a wound, because it is too severe a wound for the amount of magic applied. Or, in rare cases, if a wound is cursed, it may require other forms of healing to be done upon it before it would go away. With a 16, you don't know precisely what happened to Fig. You don't know precisely what reason this wound has for not healing yet, but you would know that you should probably look at this some more if you wanted to find out.
Right. Okay. Because I have the temptation to use lesser restoration, but I also don't want to end up hurting him. So instead, what I will do, I know that Feather's not here. Can I give Throgan some heals?
Yes, you may give Throgan some heals.
Okay. What can I do that actually like does a good amount?
Yeah, because if I recall correctly, it's like I was on half health. Throgan got fully downed,
Yes.
so Throgan would be on the lowest.
Throgan was
oh,
not
HP of
doing
all of
well.
us.
I would like to give Throgan a let's say a second level cure wounds.
Sure, can you go ahead and roll that for me?
Yeah. Okay, 12 back.
12 back, let's go. I'm gonna switch over to main cams for a second so they can see Throgan. 12 back, let's go. You see that Throgan, he's not looking significantly better, but some of the like heaving breaths have stopped a little bit.
Okay. Like we're still very much on the move right now, so I know that we'll probably need some spell when it's looking a little bit more secure for us. I will probably boost him again.
Yeah.
Unless we have, a chance to rest and give him some hit dice back.
Of course.
And now I'm gonna do the same to Yuka, because Yuka also got beat up, but wasn't with us when we got beat up. So
How many HP would you like me to have lost, DM?
How much HP do you have?
I have doctor patient confidentiality, actually, so I don't have to tell you that. And
I'm
per
God
HIPAA,
actually,
you're not
so
allowed
you
to...
do.
Per
I'm
the
not
health
God.
information per the health information portability, I don't have to tell you that. 66.
Please take 33 damage for me.
You are a bastard, man.
Yes, heart.
I'm sorry, I just have to remember that druids are bulky
They
because
are.
I don't have that much. I don't have that much max health.
You should have the same that I do, or at least pretty close to it. You're a cleric.
It's close. I'm 3 off from you, but it was still.
I have only 51, so
Like, what do you take us for? Wizards? Warlocks? Come on.
My warlock would like to comment, but unfortunately has no health.
Mhm.
Yes, Faye, go ahead and like roll me an Arcana or roll me a heals or whatever you would like to do.
DM,
It's gonna
humor
be
me
an
for a moment.
investigation.
Yeah.
I know you can't tell me what his exact HP is, but how damaged is Steve? Like, how does he look? What's his condition like?
You and Steve simultaneously started like limping away. Like he's not dead, but if he was a horse, he would be practically dead.
I'll never
you
race
definitely
again,
broke a
you
limb.
motherfucker.
Fig, with a 17 investigation, you would be able to see that a lot of these bruises seem to be in the shape of hooves. Nothing appears to be immediately lethal. Like, untreated, yes, this would be lethal, but you guys do have magical healing.
I love the way that he's tried to stomp me to death with his hooves, to quote John Mulaney,
He
and
has, in fact,
not
tried to
used
stomp you to death with his hooves.
and has not used an extremely powerful, dangerous item appendage attached to his fucking head.
No, he hates you, but that doesn't mean he wants you dead.
Death would be too
He wants
good.
you to
wants something
live
slow
to
and
torment.
painful.
Obviously.
She was 7 years old.
Anyway,
I don't remember what the origin of their beef was, but I'm if we've retroactively, I'm gonna say she thought he was pretty and she tried to braid his hair when she was a kid.
I also don't remember what the source of the beef was, so
Anyway, Lady Yuka, did Jeremiah have a bandit centaur? Did you get ambushed? I don't, because we just fought him.
A bandit centaur. That's not very like human norm, but isn't.
She like
It's like a
spits
bandit or no, just
she
an orc who's also a bandit.
she
not
like spits
specified.
out blood that is very distinctly hers, but also is not, because there's a bit of a like a rainbow sheen and a silvery like mercurial
Why did you
looking
bite the guy?
iridescent uh shine to it, like gasoline or oil in a parking lot.
I mean, Fig's just thinking nothing animal's gonna really attack Yuka in her woods. So Fig's just like, what? What?
Like
He's
like
thinking it has to be a sentient, non-wooded creature. So
you also, like, if you look close enough, you will see that same blood under her fingernails.
I love the implication
Yuka's
that
fight
Yuka
sounds
did
way
not
more
wild
interesting.
shape. I love the implication that Yuka did not wild shape during the fight.
No, she used primal savagery or not. What is that? Savage attack, I think. Or no, what is it called?
I think it is
Or
primal savagery or something.
primal savagery. She used the cantrip
Mhm.
that gives her teeth and claws.
Yes, yeah.
That's her. It's her
Do you-
go-to.
But
Do
anyways.
you need any help? And then I do a medicine check on Yuka. Once I bring that up.
If you would be so kind as
me a
to
medicine
direct your healing hands to my kidney, I would be much appreciated.
Yeah, I can do that.
The
Um,
motherfucker is a penchant for making people piss blood.
God. Okay,
Fig,
so
Now that-
next session should just be a one shot where this fight just is played out.
that'd be kind of funny. So Fig, you take a little look at Yuka, and you're gonna be honest here, like, she's banged up, and you're not entirely sure what the worst of it is, because there is some blood, but you don't see like a source of the blood. And some of the blood is shiny, and like you're pretty sure it's not supposed to be shiny.
And she spit some of it up. I mean,
Yeah.
it's usually blood should be on the inside.
Blood should be on the inside.
So yeah, I do as she asks, and I do I'm a little woozy, and then I do my cure wounds to Yuka. Very like, excuse me.
She just like takes his wrist and just puts it on top of where her kidney is.
It's fair. Yuka, you feel like a hole that had been pierced into your kidney begin knitting itself back together.
She passes a stone.
Just instantly.
She like grips him by the collar and is like, "Do not look at me." Pass the kidney stone.
I have not, the moment you touched my hand, I've looked away.
No,
This is
you
y-
won't look at it.
This is too blue. I'm sorry.
This is funny.
Our viewership just dropped from 1 to 2, or from 2 to 1. Excuse me.
It dropped from one.
It dropped upwards.
Yeah.
Can we keep dropping in that direction, actually?
Yeah. Laugh it the fuck up, bitch.
Can we do that again? Just drop it another 100% upwards.
Fuck off. All right. Yeah. What happened?
We should keep moving. There's a what did I'm
Did
trying to
you know what
remember if
it
any of us
was?
actually. Yeah, I don't think any of there's a beast back there. I think it's wrecking stuff. It's really big, and we're hurt. We need to continue.
Like, it's approximately people eating size.
All right.
So we're walking and talking.
Can I-
So
Yeah. Yes, K?
I hate you.
yes.
Can I take them back in the direction of my house?
Sure can. You sure can.
Fine.
Sleepover.
Rose, I will say that you're in. Actually, Rose, I need you to check something for me.
Uh-huh.
Because you cast invisibility on the party.
Yeah.
Is invisibility a concentration spell?
I would have to look. I don't
They
know.
would they have
Yes,
dropped
it is.
it?
It is a
Here's
concentration spell.
the funny thing,
Ah,
Rose.
okay.
You know what else is a concentration spell?
Oh shit, polymorph.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You go
What?
to extend the invisibility to Lady Yuka. You don't have to expend any additional spell slots. I'm basically just transferring the invisibility on Frog into the invisibility on Yuka, since you are with 3 people today. And as you do so, and Yuka, as you sort of feel yourself become not fully see-through to light, but you feel it begin to bend and refract around you in a specific way,
I'm so sorry about the box.
you realize,
It's okay.
Fig,
No,
that
it's
you're-
okay. I wasn't like, oh my god, come on, how could you do this, Rose? It was no, he's gonna hurt us.
he is going to hurt you. Yes, this is what he does. You are going to
You are
notice,
fine. Always
Fig,
you are fine.
that your sensor is open. And I'm
Open or like busted open?
the hinge is broken.
Okay.
Is he gonna start transforming inside and get crushed like a trash compactor?
I'm just gonna roll something very quickly.
We can't say that I magically managed to concentrate on 2 things because Cam's very ADHD.
Not
Come.
quite. Fig, what's your
What?
passive perception?
Not
I know yours, May. No, I know yours, Rose. Don't talk, Rose.
I don't remember mine.
23.
My passive. Where's my raised wisdom?
Oh, and also
So,
take
plus
disadvantage to
2.
it due to your current condition.
Oh, okay.
So it'd be a rough -2,
So-
-3. You know.
Yep. I can just roll with disadvantage if you'd like.
That also works.
Oh.
Good to know. Well, this is gonna be a fun one. So,
Mine's 20
Fig, you
something.
realize that your sensor is open. Cam,
Hey,
Cam,
you see that there is no longer a sword on Fig's belt.
Shit.
you fucking bitch.
Shit.
And
oh my god.
sprinting into the undergrowth, there is a
Great.
man with red hair and a mismatched outfit.
How far away is he?
He's within 30 feet. He's like
Entangled.
exactly 30
entangled.
feet away.
Entangled.
Fucking hell.
Entangled. Entangled.
I'm gonna entangle because I don't know if anyone else will have noticed him yet.
Yuka, what is your passive perception?
See him over Fig's shoulder. I'm looking in Fig's direction.
This is true. We're having a
enough.
conversation.
Fair enough.
Anyway.
Yes, please,
He's
both of
right.
you check off your entangle spell slots.
Thank you.
And one of you put it into the chat for me, please.
It's a bear.
Entangle. Wait, no, I can't because it's concentration. And then I'll fuck up the invisibility.
You know, Rose, a meaner DM would say that you already said you cast it.
I haven't pressed the button yet. Can I just like mold earth like a little ledge?
You can mold Earth a little ledge, absolutely. Yuka, I do need to know your passive perception.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I got forcibly booted out of the foundry, so I have to wait for it to load.
It's okay. I can
okay.
check that for you. Give me
It's
2 seconds.
probably
Okay.
somewhere in the range of 17.
I would think
17's the max.
I don't know
that
if
Yuka can
Yuka's
have now.
is 17 though. Let's check.
is it
It's
is it proficiency plus
It's
Wismod plus 10?
Oh, it's only proficiency if you're
It's 13.
proficient in it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You have a 13, which means unfortunately you do not see him.
I just want a little ledge.
Fine.
But-
Well, I'll take it back. Can I take it back?
You can take it back.
How do I?
You
ta-
do,
how do I-
however, and actually before
No.
you take it back, just before you take it back,
Sure.
Rose, Cam very specifically, molds earth a little ledge, and then you see somebody tumble and trip into the undergrowth. You don't see a
Entangle.
person, but you do see movement. I'll give you that much.
She is on edge. I think it makes narrative sense for her to just be like, yeah.
She thinks it's Steve again.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You bitch.
absolutely. Absolutely, I will let you have that one. So, can you please, Sunny K, read out to me what Entangle does?
Entangle. Why is my fucking modifier so shit? Grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square, starting from a point within range. For the duration, these plants turn the ground into an area difficult. In the area into difficult terrain. A creature in the area when you cast a spell must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends.
Sounds
He's also
good
on
to
his
me.
face.
And
You
then
get-
there's 4.
Then let me very quickly roll a strength saving throw for this NPC.
I'm manifesting a 2.
Why a
know.
2?
I know you are.
I don't want to waste our nat 1.
Yeah.
Like a 3 would also be fine.
Yeah, okay. You all would hear scraping and scrambling through the trees.
Mhm.
I'll just
Maybe a swear
immediately.
gnomish as well.
Fuck it. Can I use use some, like, I want to chase him down and get his ass.
You can absolutely chase him down. I just need you to tell me you're chasing him
Going
down.
after him.
I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going.
I see Yuka sprint off into the distance behind me, and I'm like, wait, what's happened?
Wait, hold on a second. Hang on. What can I? I'm gonna wild shape into something. Just talk amongst yourselves while I figure out what critter I'm gonna become.
The second I ledge, I'm just gonna head that way. I'm not like sprinting. But I do want to stay like tracking E range. I'm not
Yeah.
wild shaped yet because I'm still kind of trying to not become a bird again.
That's fair.
Ooh. I'd like no. My spell slots are running low, so as I turn around and see Yuka sprint off into the distance, do I
I'm
see
walking. You got
what she's sprinting after?
A bush.
Fig,
Mhm.
can you give me a d20? Flat d20. You get your proficiency bonus, but nothing else.
Where's that? That one. Okay. Type rate. Come on. That work? Yeah, it works. Okay.
Fig.
Mm-hmm.
With a, what's your proficiency bonus? Oh, it's already added. Perfect. With a 14. You see Yuka sprint off. You see that Cam has already started walking that way slower.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
As you start looking, again, your vision is very dark. You have almost no peripheral vision. You've got almost pinhole vision just in the center. It's more light and dark, not so much color or shape.
I have the blind person to chase a guy.
As you watch Yuka sprint off, as Yuka bobs, weaves, jumps around the underbrush, you notice that there appears to be a thread of gossamer gold. It's straight. It's straight from somewhere near you off into the distance.
Mm-hmm.
You see that it's moving. It sort of bounces up and down slightly. It turns like left to right, but it's always a straight line. And occasionally it will go through trees, or occasionally it will phase through bushes, almost as if the terrain isn't affecting it at all.
Mm-hmm.
occasionally, you see Yuka come into contact with this string just by proxy of her running. And something interesting happens. The string stops existing and then starts existing at a different point, pointing in a different direction. Always relatively the same, direction. It's always within eyesight, but it's not the same place anymore. Yuka, you were sprinting.
Yes. And if I can do it, I am going to turn into a direwolf.
Is that in your CR?
It is a CR of 1. So
Then-
yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Go ahead. Go on ahead.
Okay, there we go. Direwolf. Oh, let's go. It is black as night, pure black fur, still has that iridescent blood on its teeth. And should be able to catch Jeremiah without a problem because its speed is 50.
You are sprinting, so you are outspeeding Jeremiah. This is correct.
Great. I would like to tackle him to the ground with my big meaty paws, please.
Yuka, I need 2 things from you.
Oh,
I need a survival check or a perception check to see if you know where he is.
okay.
If you have advantage from relying on smell, you may take that advantage.
Can hear as well. What has advantage on?
And
Okay.
what was the result of that one?
I know that it's the. Hold on a second. Give me just one. Let me double check. On wisdom checks that rely on hearing or smell. Perfect. Brilliant. Excellent. I will be taking that advantage on the survival check because that is a wisdom-based roll. Oh my god!
Yes.
13.
Ooh. With a 13, meets it, beats it, so you are able to figure out which direction he goes in.
Fuck yeah. Sorry, I got a 7 and a 3 on a set of rolls with advantage, and I was like, what?
That is so funny to me. That is so funny to me.
It's bad.
However,
But we got there.
Yuka, it's hard to find him. You still have the cloying, sickeningly sweet artificial strawberry in your mouth of Steve's blood. And
Of course it's strawberry.
it makes it difficult to try and smell the, relatively normal down-to-earth scent of a human. You do manage to latch on to a scent of fear, though.
I think, would she have already had his scent? Because, like, before the last session, so the session before last that we had, like, he was in physical contact with her.
Did he? Yeah, he shook your hand, yeah.
Yeah, this last session went really differently than you thought it was gonna go.
And then, as you take a leap to catch up with him, your paws never hit the ground. And you begin falling.
No.
I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw as a direwolf.
No. No.
As
I'm so
Cam,
confused.
you being the next person to show up, seconds behind Yuka. Almost half a minute behind Yuka.
I'm not that slow. Come on.
You're also being a bit leisurely.
Well, fine.
If you're walking, that's 30
No.
foot per 6 seconds. Yuka is sprinting at 100 foot per 6 seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
that's-
fair. Well,
Yeah,
I guess I'm just slow. No, do tell. What do I see?
Yuka, you see
got a 9.
Cam.
Hmm.
In the middle of the forest, a canyon has opened up. Carving through the undergrowth, through the mossy forest floor, and through the loam, all of a sudden you see a chasm of ink
Uh,
And you get there just in time to see Yuka land in it.
um,
As you watch
King.
the tip of a sword vanish out of the chasm and into the undergrowth on the other side of the forest.
King. Jesus Christ.
So,
Yeah.
Yuka, you are falling.
Yeah.
You have time to do one thing as a reaction. This can be an action, this can be a bonus action, this can be a skill check. Timing does not apply. It will occur within the span of one reaction.
Oh,
Cam,
shit.
if Yuka so chooses, you can give you this possibility to do something.
Okay.
Okay. I don't think I can wild shape again as a reaction. Fuck.
No, because you would be able to, however, you would have to drop your current wild shape first, which would take up your time.
Yeah. Damn it. And I was even looking at the stats. I was like, do I be a giant vulture or a dire wolf? Let's be a wolf. I'm so fucking stupid.
Oh no, and she was even thinking of being a bird.
I didn't think that my darling brother, who is a DM, would fuck me in this particular way.
DM, how far would you say Yuka is away from Cam? Like, further, like in any of the directions, really.
Yuka is only like directly in front of you. So I'd say you
But
could have like
falling.
20 foot. Yes, but she had
Okay.
also jumped before she started falling. So you've gotten
Okay,
there right as
oh.
she's like equal with the ground.
Yeah, I figured that might be useful for Yuka to know.
Now I have a fuck shit idea.
Yeah.
May I cast Entangle again, choose to fail the save, and create a 20-foot cube in the chasm in a place that would catch me and hold me?
That's gonna hurt.
You are
Like a
currently
net.
dire wolf.
I can't cast spells. You're so right. Never mind. Disregard. I forgot what level I am. Sorry.
It is a good idea. Yuka could not do it.
Well, she's also a dog, so she can't really communicate that to Cam right now.
No, but I would say that
So-
Rose can know that this is a possibility. Rose also knows that this will drop the invisibility.
Rob
Cam,
pretty much thinking that, like, at this point, what's the point of being invisible? We're all fucked anyway.
so there's that.
Could I say that I dropped it while I was walking because I was
Yeah.
focusing on Jerry instead of on the invisibility?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Would you,
Right.
if Cam, that is an option. Rose, that is an
Mhm.
option for Cam to do. Would using specifically athletics to be able, like, I'm thinking of the mind of athletics to do just like a torque or a flip midair. Are there any ledges in the canyon that with a strength saving throw I might be able to redirect my body to hit?
You could
In
attempt a
air,
strength
as I'm
saving throw
falling.
if you want. It would basically have you torque, and you'd probably reach out and maybe tear a couple of muscles of your wild shape form to reach onto the very edge of this loamy dirt.
That's fine. Let's give that a go.
If you want to do that, go ahead.
Come on, baby. Don't leave me, baby. How is that worse than the dex save? How is that worse? Yeah, Yuka's gonna take like what 38,000 points of fall damage. That's fine. Fuck me up. Let's go.
Yuka,
Yeah.
you lunge. You try and grab onto anything.
Yeah.
And it's just not quite enough.
Yeah.
And you fall. Cam, you see Yuka disappear into this inky, roiling bubbling, boiling pit. Fig, you picking your way a bit slower through the forest. You still see that string pulling directly in front of you. But then you see Cam standing there. You do not see Yuka by the time you show up. What did the two of you do?
Well, I continue to walk forward unless Cam's
That is going to go through the pit. That is going to go through the pit, Fig.
Exactly.
Cam's busy
Unless I
going,
see
oh
it.
shit, oh fuck. Yuka fell in the shit, in the pit.
Fig.
Cam's not paying attention.
May, I'm doing a thing here.
Yeah, and I want to fall in a pit. What are you talking about?
Fig, you take a step and you feel that there is nothing underneath your foot.
Yeah.
And you're pitching forwards. You have one reaction with which to do a thing. You want to do anything?
Yep. I'm going to
I'm just imagining that this happens
basically
like.
I'm gonna take out my axe like it's an ice pick and sort of slam it behind me
Give me an
and
attack
see if
roll.
I
Give me an attack roll.
attack roll. What's that again? I don't use. Let me just go to items. Easier. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here you go. Non-natural 20.
Non-natural 20. Amazing. Incredible.
But okay, with how high Fig rolled, I'm just imagining this happened 2 times before whenever Fig stepped off just a slightly too thick, like branch. Just like, oh shit.
Yeah,
Cam,
I've done this before in digs so many times.
Cam, it is the most graceful thing you've ever seen. He like single-handedly unlatches the axe on his belt, like twists around, somehow like grabs all of his books, like shifts his backpack to his front, and just slams it into the ground and stops immediately, like within 2
Great.
centimeters. You're just sort of hanging there. You can get out if you want.
Damn, I'm basically still blind. Please tell me if I'm falling into something.
Yep. Yuka just did, so I was focused on that.
Oh,
It's
Lady Yuka, can you hear us?
Lady Yuka,
Does she hear this?
you can hear them, but it is very distant. To you, it feels like the first time you fell into the rapids. You are being buffeted, thrown around. It is not a problem to breathe, but everything feels to be pressing in on you, almost as if this voice is coming from above water.
I feel like the wind has been knocked out of her. Like even if she wanted to, she's like she's trying to focus on regulating her breathing as opposed to like she can't do much else. She wouldn't be able to call for help.
That's fair.
But could you yep, so that, so we proof of life, please?
I think you hear the sound of a distinctly big, muscular, meaty body try to launch itself against rock and ricochet off.
Yeah. Basically. I hear some pebbles rolling down the cliff, just echoing.
I do want to state there had been no rocky cliffs.
All right.
Yeah, no shit.
And then you hear pebbles begin to roll down.
Fig does his best guess to estimate by hearing if he can tell how far down the pit is from hearing these things.
Hearing the pebbles begin to roll down, you never hear them hit a bottom so much as sploosh into some thick liquid.
Okay.
Will I roll that there's black stuff at the bottom.
Oh,
So
okay. So it's more dark than the fact that I just can't see it. Okay. Okay. Cool.
Looking around,
And
But-
then,
you are able to
question.
see that from about your chest down, it is
Mhm.
pitch black. And occasionally it boils up and bubbles around you. It's not hot. It's not hurting
So
you. It is
Yuka's
pressing a
like
bit.
waist deep in the stuff.
Yuka is completely submerged.
Okay. But Yuka's still
Mhm.
there,
You don't know.
and I'm assuming how far away would you say the fall was?
What do you mean?
That's
Like-
why I tried to guess at
Yeah,
the pebbles
how-
thing,
how-
how far
how
this
deep?
pollution was.
You never gave a distance.
I never gave a distance. That is true.
So I'm asking with my great perception if I could guesstimate.
Great question. What
Roll
is
perception? I don't know.
you can absolutely roll perception if you want to roll perception, but it will not change my answer. How deep is it?
Okay, fine. I will mold Earth like steps down, and I'm gonna give them like a little bit of it's like a drawer opening with like the front facing, so there's like a tiny ledge for Fig's
Fig.
feet.
You begin
Yep.
to feel earth mold out underneath you until you are standing. Cam, you can begin molding these earthen steps downwards, and it just keeps going down. How deep do you go?
Um, I want to try and see if I can mold the earth underneath Yuka.
Yuka, you feel your body begin to be pressed upwards. You're still being buffeted from all sides. But underneath you, you feel something sturdier.
Okay. We're going
Or, like,
up.
I
Up
want to go
feels
down low
better.
enough to do that comfortably.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh shit.
Cam, I do have a question for you, though.
Yes.
Do you submerge your head in this liquid?
No.
Okay.
As I follow Cam and get back to my feet, I'm gonna just cast light on the axe that I still have in my hand.
Cam, you would notice that as Fig casts light, this light seems to almost stop when it comes to this liquid, this roiling, bubbling liquid. It doesn't reflect anything back at you. It's almost like there's an absence where it is.
Okay, so I'm still
Yuka.
pushing Yuka up.
You
And just
hear them.
up.
You can hear them, but again, it's through this thick, cloying, just infectious fluid around you.
How much falling damage, boss?
How much falling damage? You said 13 kajillion.
Yeah. I believe I said 38,000.
Ah, okay, you said 38,000. Take 38,000
Yeah.
falling damage.
Yuka is dead. She cannot be revived. I hope you. That's a
Is-
wrap on Yuka. I hope you're excited.
Yuka.
Mm.
Cam.
Yeah.
I believe with Mold Earth, you can only mold a certain volume of Earth at any given time. Is this
Yep.
correct?
5 foot cubed,
Yuka, you would feel yourself be raised 5 foot.
and then again, just
Can you do it
As much-
continuously? Okay, fair enough.
it's a cantrip. I can
Fair
do it
enough.
until I fall asleep from exhaustion.
Fair enough. Continue. You then stop and feel yourself raise another 5 foot and stop. And then the pain catches up with you. It feels as if everything has been, well, nothing. At some point, if an axon breaks, pain can no longer be felt.
Hey, Valentine, quick sidebar.
Yeah. Do you want to go in the private chat?
No, did I do something to hurt you this week, or
No, I'm just ready for Act 2 to be over.
So
Hey.
do we need to die for that, or what's the goal here?
I'd like to
Thank you.
cast Arcana now that I know this various liquid is not just really dark water
Yeah, go
that
ahead.
I can't see through.
Yeah, go ahead.
Actually, while they're doing that, Valentine, quick sidebar.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Can you be a bit more like specific about that question?
And sidebar, and we're back.
Cool. Yuka, you feel the direwolf shape drop from around you. And for a brief moment, you have peace before whatever was around you pushes back in to where your smaller body now resides. And you feel it begin to stream towards your eyes and into your mouth and around every opening it can find. Fig, did you roll that Arcana?
How do
I
drop
did.
the wild shape?
And,
yeah, with 15.
The fact that this is a dark viscous liquid that I don't know the properties of reminds me of a different black viscous liquid that I'm wary of.
Yes, correct, Heart. That is a correct conclusion. Congratulations. You also notice, Fig, this is magical. Question mark.
Mhm.
It's not any sort of magic you have encountered before. It's not of this plane, it's not of this universe, it's not of most of the dragon statues. The closest thing you could compare it to is that sick taste that you get in your mouth when you look at that other fluid from those pipes. The closest
If
thing you
it's
could compare it to is the slight singe and zap of the hackles on your neck raising when he casts a spell. The closest thing you could compare it to is an absence, and in fact, a direct destruction of the being cloaked in light.
Mhm. It doesn't count as a creature, does it?
Does it?
Because I
You
can
are
banish.
being very cryptic today.
'Cause I can banish creatures back to their realms.
This
You
is
want
true.
part
You
two?
can do this.
You want part 2 to be over so bad, do you?
Freeze with all new characters.
Yuka,
Yeah.
you still happy with 38,000 damage?
Jesus fucking Christ, what do you want from me?
I
Just
want to know
say
how
no.
much damage you're taking.
I took enough. I took 37 points of damage. Where that's enough to get out of the wolf form. Do what? Do you want me to take 5 more? What do you want from me?
Take
my
5 more
fucking
damage.
leg?
Don't say those things. It'll happen.
You are such a younger brother about it.
Our poor characters are just being tortured because we can't make up our minds.
You little freak. I
Hey.
knew what I was gonna do when I came in today, and then you took the sword away.
I mean, I did nothing of this. I did, in fact, take the sword away. That's fair. That's on me.
How very dare.
I was going to take the sword and I was going to cut my hand with it to end the curse on me, to see if that did anything.
Yuka, you feel your hand start to bleed.
Ow. So we're going full meta. Does Yuka also feel herself just gently touching her ribs, a little bit of a pressure and massage to put muscles back into place? Does she feel a gentle kiss upon her forehead?
Not quite. Not quite. You're close. You're not quite there. Yuka, as you feel that blood begin to drop out of your hand, you feel the pressure and the buffeting around that arm lessen. And slowly, you're not out of whatever this mess is. You still feel it near you. But it's almost as if there's a thin barrier, just microscopic film, keeping whatever it is off of you, around your entire body.
Would you allow just like a normal wisdom check or
Yeah.
some other similar check to see on that same vein how to continue getting that pressure off?
Yeah, go ahead, of course. Fig, would you like to do anything with your Arcana check?
Fucking finally. Still not great.
I would say that the fact that it currently hasn't turned Cam, who I believe is touching the liquid, or myself touching the liquid into something else of the current moment. I'm not gonna do anything immediately
Mm-hmm.
about it, but I would like to again check if I can see Lady Yuka out of the water, or if Cam knows how far they've been bringing them up.
You know, Cam, that at this point you'd probably brought them up about 15 foot, about to do like the 20-foot cube.
It's a dim bit of tar. Don't fall off the steps, please.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's just like I want to do some stuff, but that range is only 10 foot. So
What do you want to do? Tell me what you want to do.
Oh, I wanted to see if I could cast magic circle and do it around mostly Yuka at this point, and then it's to not have this realm liquid in the circle.
I want you to go ahead and cast that spell for me, Fig.
Mhm.
Yuka, can you tell me what you rolled on that check?
That wisdom check, right?
Yeah, that wisdom check.
That was a 15.
With a 15, Yuka, you are confident that whatever this is not natural. Not. Yeah, look, I have to give you the things you get on a DC 5 first, okay? You know that it's not natural. You would likewise to Fig know that this is something that you've never seen in the world before. It's not only that it goes against the Lord Bestial and Lady Verdant, it's more so that whatever it is so separate from what they control and what they are that it doesn't exist anymore. Or maybe it never did, or you're not sure. You can't parse it in a way that relates it to the world you knew.
Did you watch Neverending Story?
I was gonna say this is like beyond extra planar, but like, boy, when you put it like that, this really
Fig.
does feel like the swamp of despair.
Casting Magic Circle. You are able to reach out and you find Yuka as a point in space and make Cast Magic Circle centered on her. Yuka, you begin to feel whatever this fluid, whatever this tar is, recede away from you. You can't see, as there is no light. But based on sound, you can tell that there is.
Well, glowing runes appear on the floor if it interacts.
You can see because there is light. Now we're thinking with glowing runes. Thank you, Fig. Thank you, May.
Oh, Fig, what color are the runes?
Oh, they're obviously like a yellow orangey. Not
Nice.
quite gold, but like marigold.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
The room is awash in a marigold light from runes on the floor, dwarvish runes specifically. You see a 10-foot diameter dome that is sprung up around you. Fig, you know that the spell succeeded. However, Cam and Fig, you see no evidence of it from where you two are standing.
Yep. Like, okay, I think I got the water-ish liquid darkness off of Yuka, but it's still like at least probably like 20, 30 feet down there.
Cam, you can
Um,
push the floor up another 5 foot
Mhm.
if you wish.
Hold on. I will sacrifice my second wild shape to turn into a flying creature.
Okay. Okay.
So you don't need to worry about that anymore. I'll just fly up and meet you. Unless somebody decides to fuck with me. Don't look at me like that! Hey,
So
fuck you. Hey, fuck you. I'm gonna roll an intelligence or something to see if that would work before I do it and waste everybody's time here.
I'm going to tell you right
It's
now.
also
I'm going to tell you
it's
right
also
now,
my-
Sunny K. Sunny K, rolling that intelligence check is not going to help you here. Because I
Also,
cannot
Say
give
it
you an
anyway.
answer to that intelligence check that is true.
Sunny, my thing's centered on a point on the ground, not on. I
It-
just found you to cast it.
Okay, fine. All right. Keep doing your thing.
it's
Well-
a 20-foot cylinder,
Well,
and my
okay.
having raised Yuka 20 feet has not created a surface.
Correct.
My
That's fine.
God.
That's okay. That's
Okay.
fine. That's fine.
Sure.
Point on the ground. Fucking god damn it.
Cam, do you continue pushing Yuka up in 5-foot increments?
Yeah, I
Yep.
mean, that's the only thing I can think of that doesn't require me going head under, and I'm not gonna do that.
Is there
After-
elevator music?
Another.
You can
Okay.
imagine it.
After another 10 foot of raising Yuka, 2 of you see a ripple underneath the surface.
Uh-huh.
After another 10 foot, what do you see? You see
If I had to cast like a weird no liquid shaped cylinder shaped hole.
you see roiling almost, it's almost as if it's trying to stick to itself like a ferrofluid before pulling away to reveal this 10-foot dome. You begin to see the magic circle cast by Fig, in the center of which stands Yuka, beaten, but no, not much more than when you last saw her.
Can you hear us now?
Yes, you can hear them now.
Yes.
Okay.
Cost of blood.
Okay,
So
are
I'm-
you mobile? I can't see you.
How do I? Okay, hold on. Yes.
Oh,
Hmm. Okay, just Cam's gonna bring you up to the surface. Hold on.
with that, I'm also gonna wanna like slowly push Fig back up the stairs I made out of the stuff.
Yeah, we'll walk back up.
Yeah, absolutely. You're able to do that.
He's just.
I'm now like sitting on the ground, binding like some of my wounds with extra, I don't know, bandages. I'm taking a rest. I'm taking a short rest.
He's just sat on the little plinth that's The servants in the
Come
elevator
on,
just
go.
I'm just waiting. I'm too tired to do anything else. I'm still at, if you'd like to know, I'm still at 12 hit points.
I'm at 10. Don't worry.
just looking at her hand, wondering how this happened because I, Sunny K, had that idea. That was my plan. That wasn't Yuka's plan because Yuka doesn't know what like the deal with the sword is.
Go to cat.
Yes.
Thomas!
Timothy.
Thomathan!
What's up?
Cat! Cut!
Tom, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't see Tom.
Gatita. Gatita.
You just missed him.
Well. This is what I get for being a pain in the behind.
Yeah, you don't get Tommy time.
Cat time has been revoked as a punishment.
That's fair.
No.
You three are able to get Yuka out of this chasm.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that as you stand near it, it's almost as if it slowly begins, like the edges sinking in.
The earth.
Yes.
Where?
Away. Away. This
Do we care about the sword or at this point? Nah.
we will have to find another way.
He's gone. I have a question. If so the edges are like turning in on themselves.
Yeah, they're just sort of like, almost as if it's being eaten by this chasm.
Yeah, you're watching everything.
And I see the so the lines where the chasm starts. Can I see if I know like how old this chasm is? Like, is this a natural formation, or in my mind, May's mind, it's like, was this sorted? Just
You
as
can
one does.
tell. I'm not going to make you roll for this one.
Mhm.
You can tell that this was not naturally formed. This
Yep.
appears to have been sheared as if a knife through cloth.
Yep. That's what I figured. Yep.
It's a very convenient weapon to have yoinked back from us. Now he's stuck between like the chasm and the people eating sized creature.
Yuka has the stark sensation that if she had chosen to turn into a giant vulture, she would have been knocked out of the sky and into a cavern by meteors. Convenient meteors.
Convenient meteors. Rocks fall, everyone dies. Don't worry about it.
For
Mhm.
Hades 2 fans, the Selene Hex total eclipse.
Mhm.
I will warn my players that I plan on wrapping up the session in 10 minutes, so you may have your conversations.
Okay.
Nothing else will be thrown at you.
So here, the information that we have is that thing is like the antithesis of light. That is the absence of that light creature,
You know that, yes.
and it is the big beyond. Well, okay, if that's information that I have, I convey that to the rest of the party if they don't already know, just so we're all on the same page.
Yeah. And letting you know. So, yeah. So the worm that was Jeremiah. Uh, I suppose that's what you two were chasing after. I see that my sensor is broken. And the sword's also gone. So that sword, it's it's um it's let's see where
It's
there's
Threadbreaker.
it's got multiple names. Like Curse Breaker, like Bond Breaker, and other things.
Threadbreaker.
And I'm pretty sure it made this chasm. Just thinking about it. So that's what Jeremiah has, and we also think that Jeremiah is not really Jeremiah, but that he's sort of, puppety. Um,
I didn't think much of anything, but sure.
And
well, that's what
Yeah.
Rogan says. So, um, yeah.
do we as party members still have those strings or see those cables that go upward into vast nothing that
If
we
you-
haven't investigated yet.
Cam definitely sees them.
Okay.
Cam could point them out to the two of you, or it's for you two. It's not immediately visible.
I'll just say that they're there still.
Okay.
For
Can
now.
you would Cam be able to direct Yuka to where they are?
Yeah,
I mean, I could point them out explicitly.
Yeah.
Fig's
Yeah.
not gonna see much though, but
Fig, you can actually
Well.
see these quite clearly.
Mm-hmm. This isn't vision. This is other vision.
Yes, correct. Obviously.
Oh, and
I
I-
Mhm.
do you guys see that one? And I'd like to see if I still have the other bobbing light that's off
You
in the
still
distance.
have the other thread. You notice it hasn't been like jumping recently, like breaking and reforming in a different place recently.
Yep. So do either of you see that one? I especially ask Cam because they're the one that's showing us the other threads
Cam
attached to us.
Cam will look with their eyes, not with like magic or anything.
Looking with your eyes, you don't see anything.
I mean, it's a
Like-
magical connection. I'm just
Did you have any idea how confusing magic is to me?
Could I roll a religion check?
You can roll a religion check. Cam, I will say as soon as it's pointed out that it's non-magical, or that it's magical, sorry, if you begin to look in a way that tunes more into magic, you would be able to see it.
Okay, good. Yuka?
Yuka, you
It
okay?
could have
Yuka,
been-
there's your two. There's your
Could have been
two.
it could have been an 18. It could have been a 20. Yeah. Yeah.
You look with religion.
Yeah.
There's no gold here.
There is
Yeah,
in
what
fact
happens,
no God here.
Valentine? Yeah, what happens, Nalise? Yeah, what happens, DM?
What happens?
Yeah, what fucking happens?
What happens?
She oh God, even worse. She can tell somewhere in the back of her mind the Lady Verdant with a very inhumane, unknowable face as Kudzu over a long dead tree is just somehow crossed her arms and gone.
Yuka, you do feel remembered.
No.
Okay, so that one's on me. I'll look into that one.
Okay. So
Is there
I Cam
maybe
did
Yuka,
see it
just
if it magical was pointed out.
Rose, go ahead.
lady, is there like, do you know a place where we could rest, please?
Yes.
We're in need of it. We can't.
Yeah. What
I
do we
can't
have on
do
our
much
person
more
that makes
today.
us? What do we have on a person that is contagious right now?
Hold on. Hold that thought for a second. Sunny K? Rose, what were you going to say?
Oh, sorry,
Mhm.
Rose.
It's okay, my headset's like kind of cutting out sometimes. Well, I will say to Fake that Cam does see it if like they focus on the arcane part of seeing things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Makes sense. Yes. Okay. Sunny K, what did you say?
What do we have on our person right now that is contagious? That makes us contagious? Does Throgan have everything?
Give me a second. I'm thinking. I don't think any of you have anything that's contagious. The only
it
thing
is-
that you guys have is
Yeah.
the book, is the Rose book, which is
That's
currently
right.
being carried by Throgan.
Mhm.
Okay. And it's and it's us ourselves who are the vectors. Dude.
Okay. I'm gonna pull the curtain back a little bit here.
Yeah.
Are you the assumption you guys have been working under so far is that the items are the vectors? Are you yourselves the vectors, or are the items the vectors?
I am working under the assumption that it's a little column A, a little column B.
Okay.
It's doing it again. With
I don't know that that's accurate though.
With the library, we were not covered in the stuff that they considered was infectious when all the stuff was in the corner. So I assumed if we have the thing, we are the vector. That's how I took it.
Okay. Working under that assumption, let's go home. Okay. I'm going to take them to my house.
Okay. Working under the assumption that only the items are the vectors, that you guys are not yourselves vectors, you start heading towards Yuka's home. Now, this is where we are going to end our in-game session for today. However, this is not where we're going to end the session for today. Because a lot of stuff happened here. You guys have answered, one of you has fully said what the bit that you need to move into Act 3 is.
Yep.
You said it out loud with your mouth this session.
Yep.
I believe in you guys. I'm not going to do any more of this live on air because I want to give you guys a chance to chat and cuss me out if you want to cuss me out. So
you've been doing that all session.
You have been doing this all session, and I've also, to be fair, deserved it all session. So I want to stress to you guys, Cursebreaker is not lost to you. There is a chance that you can get that back. We'll chat about that as well. So
high session.
With all of that being said, I'm going to give my lovely players here a chance to plug themselves as they wish. Go on ahead.
Sunny.
Sorry, Sunny.
If you like the music you heard in stream today, you can purchase it for a very modest price at heysunnyk.bandcamp.com, as well as some other music that may be available soon. We'll see. I need to erase all traces of myself from the internet first.
Yeah.
Because the next song, if it comes out, is going to be a little spicy. Related to that, if you have money that's burning a hole in your pocket, and it's totally fine if you don't worry about that. Stuff is hard. The economy's a wreck for the working class right now, and folks who don't make over $1 million per annum. So if you are interested and you are able, and it would not be financially burdensome to you, there are mutual aid funds and donations right now to assist with wildfire and fire relief in Los Angeles and other parts of California that are affected by fire damage. There are organizations such as Médecins Sans Frontières or Doctors Without Borders that are doing really great work all across the world, but especially in Palestine, Congo, and Sudan, who could use some financial assistance at this time. There are also a number of mutual aid organizations all over states right now that are devoted to getting folks who are particularly vulnerable in more conservative areas in the United States and other, spots that are experiencing political unrest, to states that are a little safer for them. So look into those if you are able, and you're like, Sunny K chick makes music, but it's not really tripping my trigger. You can spend your money there instead.
Yeah.
And I'll just do the lovely cat out. I think I saw them earlier and just start making our lovely self-portraits right there.
Yeah.
can
Is
see
mine
them.
also here? Because
Then we
I've
have-
never actually seen myself with it.
Yours is also there,
together.
yes.
Woo!
Yeah,
Look,
it's
it's
right
me.
there. Cam's vibing.
And then because this was on the other stream that was just us talking, I'll let other people see the mostly finished red dragon statue.
My God,
Perfect.
it's a
It's so
dragon.
good.
And then I have one other announcement about our upcoming schedules. Next week we will not be having a session because the schedules became schedules in the real world, and you understand how that goes with TTRPGs. We are going to hopefully be back on March 16th. And by that time, I also hope to have a bit of a better idea on what will be happening throughout the months of August and May. I know that my players have a couple of ideas that they have chatted
April
about.
and May.
Yes, April and May. My brain is not functioning right now.
I was gonna let that one slide. Anyway.
I was
Thank
too.
you.
Maybe he thought of August first.
April and May. I know that my players have a couple of plans. We're going to see what's first of all feasible and also what might be fun. So, with all of that being said, we do hope you enjoyed today's very, very short session. I hope it was not too confusing on the viewer side. I hope it was also not too confusing to my players because holy crap, you guys are
My
so close.
God, I don't have the brain cells for this.
You guys
I,
have almost
like-
got it. I promise you.
Very obviously, it was like, okay, you want that sword so bad? Go get it, bitch.
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
completely honest here. I did not
I
realize that
cannot.
invisibility was a concentration spell. And then I
No, me
looked up
neither.
polymorph and it was a concentration spell and I went, oh gosh, oh crap, oh no. So, we hope you enjoyed. We hope your games go well. We hope your roles are serving to the story. And we hope to catch you again
Wah.
next time once more with feeling. I will check for somebody to raid. I don't know if we do. If not, have a nice night.
Off Baratara, shining shores, fine sailing folk are we. The line between the sea and sky, our only boundary. On crashing waves and even tides, we'll navigate the sea. Steadfast our mission in our minds to keep these waters free.